Now today we're revising the Z sound. So maybe before you start, as we've done the story before, they might have forgotten the story, but can you find any Z words? You can pause. The story is about the little girl and her name is Zara. Zara is sitting outside on the grass one sunny morning. She is playing with Zebedee, her toy zebra. She hears a loud zzz sound. She looks around and she sees a big bee buzzing around the flowers. It is collecting pollen to be made into honey back at the hive. She watches the bees as they buzz from flower to flower, landing on each one and collecting the pollen. Zara stands up and she runs around saying, zzz. She stops by a gazania, that's one of the flowers. She bends down and she pretends to collect the pollen from a flower. Then, zzz, she buzzes and off she goes to the next flower. So you put your arms out by your side and flap them and you say zzz. Did you ever hear a bee buzz, a bee buzz, a bee buzz? Did you ever hear a bee buzz, zzz, like this? Zebra starts with Z. What's this? Zip starts with Z. What number is this? It's 0. I love this word zucchini. Sometimes people call it courgette here. Zucchini. Lots of Z words, and I know the first one the boys will go for will be zombie. Below zombie, you've got Zeus. Maybe some of your mums or dads or brothers or sisters work in the factory in Letterkenny or the building called Zeus. And Zeus was the god of thunder and lightning. Below Zeus, you've got zigzag. To the right of that, zoo. Above zoo, you have zebra. Above zebra, you have zap. Above zap and to the left, you have zucchini. And to the left of zucchini, you have zipper, you have 0, and in the middle, that boy is called Zach. Could you try reading these words? When you get time, or if you get time, you could draw this board game maybe on a piece of paper, and it's practicing our Z sound or W sound, V and U. It's only if you get time. I don't know if I've actually given you that game as one of the roll and read games on the last day of school. And this is the last cursive letter that we have to learn. It's the letter Z. So I always show them first of all, this is what Z looks like. Let them trace it, Z. And then let them even try it, because when you're writing cursive Z, part of the ordinary is in it. So how to draw it. So first of all, we have our lead in. We call it the lead in. Then you stop. You go straight over. You go down diagonally, around with a tail. It is a little bit more tricky, this letter, so it will take the children a few days to get it. So my advice to you is to maybe write 3 lines, let them trace 3 lines, then try it themselves. That's day 1. Maybe day 2 to still do 3 lines, and keep letting them try it and building their confidence. So you've got up. Then this is the part of the Z that you should know yourselves. And it's just around with a tail. Up, over, around with a tail. I would always show them as well what it looks like when you're going to write a word. So it's, if I'm going to write zip, Z, E, zip. So plenty of practice. I'm show you again. It's up, the lead in, And this is the part of the Z you know. Then K, you've got your tail. It is one of my favourite letters to write, although it doesn't appear in a lot of words. So if I was going to write zoo, we often hear from senior infant teachers that when the children go back in September that they've forgotten a lot of their cursive letters, so it's important to keep practicing over and over again, and this is one that they may forget.